Ethan Rivera had lived his entire life avoiding attention. He worked in a quiet repair shop in Texas, fixing broken phones, laptops, and cracked screens for people who barely remembered his name. Every day felt predictable. Open the shop at 9 a.m., repair devices, listen to customers complain, lock up at 6, go home, sleep, repeat. Ethan wasn't lazy. He simply didn't believe he was special. He thought he was just another ordinary guy doing an ordinary job. But what Ethan didn't know was that he had a rare gift, something even he himself never noticed. He had the ability to understand how things worked just by looking at them. Circuits, wires, motors. They spoke to him in a language only he seemed to understand. One night, as he was closing the shop, an elderly man rushed in holding a small metal box. He looked frightened, like he had been running for miles. The man begged Ethan to listen and placed the box gently on the counter. "This is broken," the old man said, "and I need you to fix it. It's important, more important than you think." Ethan opened the box carefully and found an unusual device inside. It wasn't a phone. It wasn't a laptop. It was something he had never seen before, filled with tiny glowing cells, a pulsing core, and a strange rotating mechanism. It looked futuristic, almost impossible. Ethan asked what it was. The old man hesitated, then said, "It's a prototype, something that can change the future of clean energy, but someone is trying to steal it, and you're the only one who can repair it without leaving a trace." Ethan froze. Him? Why him? He was just a repair guy, not an engineer, not a scientist. But the old man insisted that he had been watching Ethan's work for months. "You fix things faster than trained engineers," he said. "You're gifted, more than you know." Ethan spent the entire night repairing the device. The circuits were unlike anything he'd seen, but for some reason, they made perfect sense to him. His hands moved naturally, as if he had built this machine himself. When he finally finished, the box hummed to life, glowing with a soft blue light. But as dawn approached, the shop door suddenly rattled. Someone was trying to break in. The old man's face went pale. "They found us," he whispered. Ethan locked the back door, grabbed the device, and escaped with the old man through the alley. They ran through the quiet streets, headlights flashing behind them, heavy footsteps getting closer. Ethan, who had never been brave in his life, suddenly found himself leading the escape. They reached a bus station and blended into the early morning crowd. Only when they boarded did Ethan finally feel safe. The old man revealed the truth. The device Ethan repaired was a microreactor, small enough to fit in a backpack, powerful enough to supply clean energy to entire cities without pollution. Billion-dollar corporations didn't want it released. It threatened their business. They wanted to destroy it or control it. The old man was trying to protect it long enough to get it to a foundation that would share it freely with the world. Ethan didn't know what to say. His simple life had just exploded into something he couldn't understand. He wasn't a hero. He wasn't a genius. He was just a repair shop guy, right? But the old man looked at him as if he were the most important person in the world. "You didn't just fix the device," he said softly. "You completed it. Your modifications made it more stable than the original design. You're not ordinary, Ethan. You're extraordinary." 2 weeks later, the story broke across major news networks. A mysterious microreactor had been delivered to a global clean energy foundation. It was going to be developed and released publicly. The world celebrated the breakthrough. And Ethan? He didn't return to the repair shop. Instead, he became part of the engineering team developing the first public version of the microreactor. He traveled the world, spoke on stages, and helped shape the future of clean energy. People who once ignored him now listened with admiration. He had gone from the guy who fixes phones to the man who helped change the world, all because one stranger believed in him, and because he decided for the first time in his life not to run from something bigger than himself.